Hi everybody, it is Andrea from Energy Healing by Andrea. So last week I came on and I was talking about my sessions and how I get to the root of the problem and I release it out of the mind and body, and how that is very important in order to change patterns, see life through a different filter and all that stuff. So how do I know that this works? Well, I've been through it. So the way that I used to be is completely different than now. I was literally doing all the things all the time, getting them done, but really not enjoying my life the way that I should. I was seeing things through a very different filter. I was not focused. I felt very foggy, very robotic, very zombie-like. But I was getting through the day, getting what I had to get done. And so I kind of was like, okay, well, this is it. But then my body eventually was like, no, we can't do this anymore. It's too hard. You're putting too much stress on it. You're not taking care of us in regards to self-care, in regards to nutrition, in regards to all of that stuff, and you're not giving yourself a break. And you're putting way too much pressure on yourself. So we're just not going to do it anymore. And so I literally was like, okay, I need to do something to feel better. So I tried like the vitamins, I tried to go to counseling, I tried to get every self-help book and every inner child book that I could find. And it's still something was like missing. It wasn't right. And I was seeing that there was something deeper that I had to get to, but I was like, I don't know. So I then went and I learned how to use a pendulum, and I love teaching people how to use pendulums because even in between, if you're going to counseling, if you're seeing a healing person, in between you want to stay balanced. And so with using a pendulum and balancing your chakras and your meridians and all of that stuff, it really keeps your energy vitality at a really nice level. So anyways, then I learned how to be an emotion energy healer, and from that point I just kept like learning and growing and talking to my guides and adding stuff to my book and adding steps to what I do and adding areas that I release them from, and then using myself as a guinea pig because I obviously was like, okay, there's still something there, where am I going to get it from? Still something there, where am I going to get it from? And I just kept going and going, and now I like know that like I see, like I'm very clear, very focused, seeing life in a completely different manner than I did before. I used to like drive over this bridge all the time and I wouldn't even notice the beauty of it. I wouldn't notice the sky. I wouldn't notice anything because I was just like going through the motions of what I was doing. So now when I do things, I notice everything around me. I notice like every butterfly, every bee, every sunset, every sunrise, all the stuff that's around me, I notice now. And it's because I was able to release all of that stuff that was like keeping me down. And then like, all my triggers are now gone, or I mean, there's always stuff to work on. So obviously, if I'm ever triggered, I'm like, okay, what is that? Let's look at it. Let's try to figure it out and release it. But for the most part, I'm doing pretty good. I feel like I am very calm. And my anxiety level is completely gone. I used to have complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I suffered from situational anxiety, from situational OCD, that came out wrong. Situational like OCD. So it's like not like I was like obsessive compulsive in general, but it was like I was so afraid of doing things wrong because I was a perfectionist that I had to do things a particular way. So like now that part's gone as well. I can kind of just be normal. And so, finding this new part of me at this age, I'm like so excited to live the rest of my life because I can now see things. I can now feel things and know things indifferently than I have ever experienced them in my life, and I couldn't be happier. So if you guys have any questions, please message me and reach out. My Instagram page is Energy Healing by Andrea, and I will talk to you all later. Bye bye.